Season's greetings and happy holidays. My name is Ben and welcome back to the bench for another episode of Twas the Kit Before Christmas. We are back on the Hurricane, and today, guys, I want to go ahead and get this thing in full color and get it closer to being finished. So let's go ahead and grab the kit. Let's get started. Now, last episode, as you can see, we have everything glued together. We have a little bit of seam work to do on the radiator as well as the tail. So nothing too crazy, just a little bit of sanding and we'll be ready for priming. We also have to work on the front of the nose, the cockpit area, and then the windscreen. I want that to be extra clean, as well as installing the canopy. That means we have to mask, and then eventually get into the parts from the landing gears, maybe build them up, maybe do some painting. Not sure exactly, but we have quite a bit left to do. But if we can get this done, I'm hoping that next episode we'll finish everything up. So let's jump into our first time lapse, work on some of the detail parts, do some cleanup, do the last little bit of seam filling and sanding, and then we'll be back and we'll see where we can go from there. Let's get this party started. Let's have some fun. All right, so we are back and we are moving on to one of my least favorite aspects of model building, and that is masking canopies. I really don't like masking canopies. I so wish that I had some form of pre-cut mask set for this particular bird. I don't, so we're going to go with the old-fashioned way, grab our Tamiya tape, grab our frog painter's tape, X-Acto blades, rulers, whatever we need. We're going to go ahead and make our own masks and get everything cleaned up. Now, do be careful here though, because there are two different sliding portions of the canopy. There's one for the open version and one for the closed version. We're going to go open. I've actually been finding it really useful to use two different sprue cutters, one for a basic cut and one for a fine detailed cut. This here is my single bladed nipper, and honestly it works really well. Gets very close cuts to the part, requires less cleanup, and well, with clear parts, that's actually really handy. So let's go ahead and clean these up a little bit. Then we're going to grab our Tamiya tape, we're going to start our masking, and then I want to do a little bit more cleanup on the propeller and any other extra parts and get this thing ready for eventually priming. So let's get on with it, guys, and continue with the process of masking. Oh boy, let's go. So with our masking all finished up, we're going to move over now to finally something fun. We're going to do some priming, pre-shade, painting, all that good stuff. Of course, I do have to make sure that I come in and paint the internal framework here on the canopy for the windscreen and the sliding portion. And honestly, I have seen 3 different colors. I've seen aluminum, I've seen interior green, and I've seen black. Now the picture I'm using for reference shows a darker color for the framework, and that seems to be black, so we're going to go with black. I don't know if that's really accurate or not, but you're not going to see much of it because the sliding portion is going to be slid back. You're not going to see the internal framework, and the windscreen is so tiny, you may or may not notice it. But that's what we're going to go ahead and do. We're going to grab our Tamiya flat black, hit that on the outside to go ahead and tint down the framework, and then we'll come in with our primer, and we can start our pre-shade and all that good stuff. We're going to go ahead and jump back into a time lapse. Let's have some fun. Let's keep pushing. We're getting there. All right, everybody, so we are back, and as you have seen, we went ahead and did some priming, some pre-shade, and we came in with some detail painting because I've decided to do the second color option, and it requires a little bit of red around the cowling, around the tail, and might as well also paint the leading edges around the guns with that same red. So that's what we're going to do now. Unfortunately, I should have done this at the very beginning before I went ahead and started applying my lower color of sky, but we didn't do that, so now we have to do a little bit more masking. Not a big deal, just one extra step that I wasn't planning. We're going to use our Tamiya 6mm tape, and we're going to cut out the exact size and use it as a mask instead of decals. I think that'd just be a little bit better. Once that is good to go, we can come back in and start masking off the lower color just to make sure we have everything set in. Now, once we have everything already masked for the red, we're going to come back in. We're going to start applying our colors with our RAF brown by Vallejo, and then I'll come in with that RAF green, also by Vallejo, and start airbrushing in the different areas. I think I'm going to go ahead and apply the brown first, then I will cut some masks to go ahead and mirror, or at least come close to what I have in my instructions, and then stick that down over the brown color. I find it easier to cover lighter paint with darker paint than darker paint with lighter paint. You'll see more when I get into it, but honestly, I've done this before. It's a little time consuming, a little tedious. It may not be exactly 100% accurate, but it looks close enough for what we're doing here. So let's go ahead and jump into our time lapse, and let's go ahead and get our camo all nicely squared away. Everything's set, ready to go, and I'll show you guys what we come up with. All right, one more time lapse, and we'll call it quits. All right, everybody, we are back and we have finally finished off our basic painting scheme here for the Hurricane, and I actually really like how it turned out. It's not perfect, but it works for me. Now, I did use Vallejo paint. I used both the brown and the green for that typical REF camo. The green was terrible. It just would not spray consistently. The brown was fine, but the green was terrible. So I went ahead and I switched it out for a Tamiya REF green, and it's not exactly the same, but it works well enough. So let's go ahead and show you guys our finished product here for the paint scheme, and here it is. Now, I have not glued on the propeller. This is still loose. I just kind of friction fit everything inside, and I have a little bit of an issue with this. The propeller does not fit flush to the cowling. It actually sits a bit proud. I don't know why, or if that's a design flaw, or if that's the way it is in the real aircraft, but it just doesn't look quite right. There may not be any way to fix that without doing some sanding, and I don't really want to do that, so we're going to put it off to the side for now. But it's something to go ahead and keep aware of. Now, I will say I have a little bit of touch-up to do, so a little bit of overspray on the lower section when I applied that red, and we have a couple of areas here on the brown and the green that I need to come back in and touch up just a little bit. It's nothing too crazy though. It's just a little bit of cleanup here and there. Overall though, this is the basic idea with the red tail, the red cowling with the triangles coming off the red surrounds on the 303s, and we have a little bit left to do on the brown. We'll come back in, remask areas, hit it with a little bit of brown just to make sure that it's good to go. Everything else though looks fine. I like the green, I like the brown. We can come in and do a little bit of post shade if need be, so this is what we've got. Nice clean demarcation line on the leading edge of the wing. We've got a little bit of issue around the cowling and the wing. I never get those right anyway, so we'll come in, clean it up a bit. But other than that, I'm loving it. It looks awesome. A little bit more work to do here and there, but ultimately we are good to go to call it quits for today. Thank you so much for joining us here on episode 3. Make sure to go check out Joe's build as well. He is doing a little different version than mine, doing it in the flying position, so that should be cool. And we'll see you back here on episode 4 for gloss coat, decals, a little bit of weathering, and final look at the aircraft. So thank you so much. I hope everyone is having a fantastic holiday season. Until our next episode, you know the drill. Go out there, get yourself some bench time, have some fun, build something cool. And we'll see you back here on episode 4 of Twas the Kit Before Christmas and our Hawker Hurricane. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.